Can someone confirm to me that you can stay in an LD for what feels like a long time? Hi fellow lucid dreaming family. I hope that you are all doing well and that your dreams tonight are ones in which you know that you are dreaming and can influence the dream however you please. Smiley face. I've had about 12 lucid dreams in my life. The first was when I was 12 or so, and it was like, whoa, I'm in my bed sleeping and I know that this is a dream. And I immediately went to seek a nice woman to spend time with. Lol. I've matured since then, and these days if I'm lucky enough to have one, I tend to fly about in environments that are appealing to me. I had one a few weeks ago where I imagined myself flying over NYC, and it was just awesome. The problem, however, is that at best the lucid dreams last about 1 minute, and then I invariably wake up, though I've read random articles that say that you can stay in them for a long time. I've never heard an actual person say, I can make a lucid dream last for ages and ages and do all of these things that I want and then wake up when I feel like it. And so if anyone has done this, can you let me know and perhaps give some tips as to how you do this? If there is indeed anything specifically that you do to prolong the dream by this. I'm becoming a lot more intentional about generating the ability to have lucid dreams at will each night and then control them in specific ways, and it would just be amazing if I could make them last for what felt like at least an hour in the dream. I'd talk to all of my decreased grandparents in the homes where I saw them as a child. I'd talk to my aunties and uncles who have passed away. I'd vacation around the world and then come home and spend some time with my crush and then wake up much happier than I was before, and I swear having this experience would make my life so much better on the whole. Thanks in advance. One of the ways that normative dreams make it feel like a dream lasts long periods of time, days, years, millennia, is that dreams utilize jump cuts and implicit knowledge similar to film. You can make use of this in lucidity to make a dream feel like it lasts a long time by essentially skipping over the filler parts. Another thing you could try in order to make sure your dream, even when non-lucid, achieves your goals is to front-load them through some form of dream incubation, such as intentional visualization of the desired content as you fall asleep. That is such a good question, something that a lot of people struggle with. My method of prolonging my lucid dreams is to constantly remind myself that I'm dreaming after every decision that I make. I'm going to fly. I'm dreaming right now. I'm flying. I'm dreaming still. I'm going to change the scenery. I'm dreaming. New environment. I'm still dreaming, etc., etc. I found that every dream character and environment is constantly tempting me to fall back into normal dreaming. DC always gets upset or causes some type of drama when I waste my time convincing them that I'm dreaming. Don't waste your time convincing them. Just keep saying to yourself out loud that you're dreaming. TLDR, say, I'm dreaming still, absurdly often while lucid. I've only done it once that I can remember, but I had 3 full days of sleeping and waking up in the dream. It was a 7-hour sleep session in real life in a hotel in Nashville, Tennessee. That's insane. What did you do in the dream? In Dream 1, I had a party at my house with a lot of people I've met throughout my life. After the party, we went around town as a big group, going into many different houses and making friends, because everyone in the group knew it was a dream realm. We rode dirt bikes and skateboards around too, and there was a light drizzle. We then decided to go get food, and on the way, I showed my passenger that I could make my car fly by pulling back the steering wheel like a yoke. We flew to the restaurant, which was named after me, lol, and ate some food and talked about how great it is to see everybody. After that, I went home and went to bed. The next day, my 2 college roommates woke up and asked me if I wanted to go to this new procedure where I could download skills into my brain for $50. At the time, I wanted to be an award-winning jazz musician, so I decided to go to download more proficiency and licks I was struggling with. The whole time I knew it was a dream, but I decided to go because I thought maybe I could really download this info and take it with me into real life. When I got to the place, I saw my jazz saxophone teacher there and was taken aback because he's a Grammy Award-winning GOAT and he was just in line like me. When I got to the table, I downloaded the musical skills I wanted as well as improving my falsetto and singing. After that, I had to stabilize my dream a little bit and do 360s. Once the dream was stable, I spawned in an airship and flew over a small ocean to get to a large grocery store. In the grocery store, I decided it was time I went Super Saiyan and powered all the way up and started throwing NPCs around the store playfully and not in a mean way. I then shot up through the roof of the store and went flying around for a while. I flew by a castle that my ex was staying in, but I didn't want to see her, and I was annoyed she was in my lucid dream. I decided to land in a field of grass and walked into a random house in a very suburban neighborhood and made friends with the people, and we sat down and ate some food. I kept thinking how incredible it is that I can eat this food and there will be no consequences to my physical body. We ate a lot and I spawned in donuts after everything they cooked and they were incredible. I thanked them for the company and then went home and went to bed. I remember being pretty tired even though I knew I was dreaming. I then woke up and went to a gymnasium and played games where I briefly lost lucidity but regained it at the end of one of the games when I jumped really high to save a ball that was going in the net. After the gymnasium, I went to a concert that was meant to entertain people who normally live on Earth. The comedians told jokes about earthly situations, and it was a lot of fun. I went out of the show 2 times to pee, luckily not in real life. Felt the whole 2 pees in the dream completely. Then I went to this carnival area near the venue and hovered around observing the ground and thinking how incredible it is that the ground looks so intricate yet it's not real and my eyes are closed in real life. At this point, I had to stabilize the dream again and started yelling "stabilize now" until I ended up at the top of a parking garage. Once the dream was stable, I flew from the top of the parking garage and went to a party and got drunk and couldn't believe how real it felt. After the party, everyone brought me into a room and said, "We know you've been having fun, but now it's over." 2 big sliding doors open and my ex is there in a red dress. I am very upset to see her because this is my lucid dream and she abandoned me in real life, so I didn't want her there. She kept looking at me, so I looked back at her and made myself intentionally open my real-world eyes, and then I finally woke up very disoriented and unable to read for about 3 minutes in the hotel, completely mindfucked. That's the abridged version. I have it journaled somewhere.